after your switches, we're just gonna call them switches. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna stretch your low back. You're gonna bring your knees wider and up toward your armpits, just to stretch your low back and your hips. Okay, let's go back to that single knee to chest stretch, just for a moment. All right, so now let's go ahead and do our side series. So I might send you another video on this one so that you can see the angles, but you were using your AirX pad for your head and neck support, which was perfect. And then you can, on this one, you can use your arm in front of you as a kickstand. Now remember, you see how my zipper is slouching? That's because I'm just hanging out here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna contract abs, and then you're gonna straighten the spine by taking your pelvis that way. That way your hips are stacked, pelvis is level. And then from here, abs are contracted, you bring the top leg up. You're gonna rotate the foot behind you. The knee comes down behind the grounded leg. You're gonna level it out and bring it forward. So you're gonna keep repeating this 10 times. Rotate back, down, and forward. The goal here is to keep the pelvis steady. Easier said than done, but that's your goal. Pelvis is steady while you work your hip. You're working your hip muscles while maintaining stability of your low back and your pelvis. Up, rotate, down, and forward. Up, rotate, down, and forward. I don't know how many I've done. I think I'm close to 10, so I'm gonna do 3 more. Up, rotate, down, and forward. Okay, if you feel like you need to stretch here, you can bring that leg forward and drop the knee down, hit it, or you could roll over and do your figure 4 stretch. All right, the next one is, again, let's set yourself up. Pelvis comes down with a straight spine, hips are stacked, abs are contracted. The top leg is gonna come up. You're gonna roll forward a little bit. Pelvis comes forward a little bit, so you're using your glutes. You flex your foot, toes towards your nose. Press that heel away from you, like you're pressing a heavy boulder. Try not to sink here. So press. Pushing a heavy boulder away from you with your heel. You're gonna do a total of 10. You could break it up into whatever increments you want. Today, it was 5 at a time. Really push. It's all about the glutes. If you're feeling it in the front, roll the pelvis forward more. Keep the foot flexed and push. Good. After this one, after you've done 10, you're gonna do that same leg figure 4 stretch before we move on. So you have to stretch it out. All right, I'm gonna push this back for your side planks. Hoping you can see the whole setup. So we want the elbow directly under your shoulders. You want to make sure you're not sinking in here. You're pushing yourself up and away. So elbow is pressing into that mat so that your shoulder girdle is active. And then the bottom leg is bent. You can start with both legs bent just to line yourself up. from your ears to your knees, one straight line. Your pelvis is probably going to be bent back a little bit. That's okay initially, as long as we straighten it out. Straighten the top leg. You're going to draw your abs in. Bring the top leg up a little bit, just like we do with red cord. Make sure you don't start slouching. Drive that knee into the mat to lift your pelvis into your plank position. Just like that. Good. You should feel the work right here, not in the side of your waist, and you should feel some work here in the shoulder girdle. So shoulder girdle, but primarily here. Keep your abs in. And then you'll bring that knee forward and then push it back. Forward and push it back. Good. I guess it's good. I hope you're doing a good job. You better be. Okay, you're going to do 10 of those. You do 5 at a time. You're going to roll over again. You worked your right side this time. Get that figure 4 stretch on the right side. And then we're going to repeat the hip series laying on the left. So once you stretch out the right with the figure 4 stretch. You're going to lay on your left side like this. Eric's pad. Knees are bent. Your heels are in line again with your rear end. Again, here you get to use a kickstand. And then we're going right back to hip exercise number 1. Bringing that leg up, rotating the foot back, and then down. And then look what I did. I didn't cue you to straighten out your spine. So you straighten out your spine, you draw your abs in. Leg comes up, keep pelvis forward, rotate back, knee comes down, level it out, bring that knee forward. That's it. Up, rotate, back behind you, and forward. So everything for right now is 10. Your right side is stronger than your left, at least it was today. Okay, so 10 of those puppies. And then next is the one where you're pushing that boulder away. So we're bringing your leg up, just like so. Pelvis comes forward just a little bit. Draw those abs in and push. Push with your heel. The foot is flexed. Toes are toward your nose or your knee. And pushing away. You always want to exhale, at least for these, on exertion. So on the hard part, just the pressing away. Good. Okay. All right. You can roll over and do that figure 4 stretch again if you want, or you can bring that leg forward and drop it down. Knee close to your chest and drop it down will help stretch it too. If you don't want to roll over and just hit it. All right. So now we've got that plank on the left side. So again, you're going to make sure you're not sinking down. Elbow is right beneath your shoulder. You're going to push yourself up. I'm trying to square myself off so you can see me. So again, here, abs are on, knees are bent, top leg is straight. Straight line from your ears to your knees, all right? And then top leg comes up, just like in red cord. Keep your body nice and lifted out of your waist. Drive your knee into the mat to bring yourself up, nice and tall. Nice straight line here. Knee comes forward and push it back. Knee comes forward and push it back. Make sure you're not slouching, that you're lifted. Knee comes forward and pushing back. You're feeling it on the outside of the left hip. Stay tall. Good, you're gonna do 10 of those. Break it up into 2 sets of 5 if you'd like. All right, so